At approximately 10:47 p.m. on October 7, 2025, Trooper Ryan Earhart responded to an assist request from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office involving a stolen vehicle fleeing northbound on I-75 from the 213-mile marker in Manatee County. As he entered the interstate at the 224-mile marker northbound, Trooper Earhart observed a white GMC van actively fleeing from deputies. At 10:50 p.m., Trooper Earhart activated his emergency lights and sirens to join the pursuit. The suspect vehicle refused to stop and continued northbound on I-75.
I will show you as soon as you get if you can safely do it, but we're also in Troop C, and I don't know what the status is of juveniles that can be done with safety.
1705, that let me go primary. This is going to be 1031 at this point.
1705, primary, 1031. What's your code setting?
About to pass the North Pole Plaza.
10-4. Can you advise 421? Privilege needs call. On 1705, St. Pete Police is 5 minutes near the end of the bridge, trying to get air up. Can you advise if you see him?
Yeah, I just attempted to pit. He hit the guardrail. We're just going to be northbound.
10-4, guardrail, still northbound.
Pit.
10-4, you advise any units in call.
Put your fucking hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Hands! Hands! Put your motherfucking hands up!
Call him out! Back up!
Put your motherfucking hands up!
Call him back to us!
Come back here! Come back here!
Can I get my other shit?
Ground. Get on.
After several consecutive pit maneuvers, the suspect vehicle struck the concrete barriers multiple times, sustaining heavy damage and eventually coming to a stop. The driver, later identified as Travis Silva, refused to comply with commands, forcing troopers to deploy a taser 3 times, striking him in the abdomen. Silva was taken into custody at approximately 11:09 p.m. without further incident.
You're okay. You're okay. I got you. Come on. You're good. You're good. You're good. You go down. You go down. You go down. Come on. You okay? You okay?
On July 10, 2025, at around 11:41 a.m., Trooper Ray and Auxiliary Sergeant Impellizzeri were monitoring traffic on westbound State Road 408 near mile marker 13 when Trooper Ray spotted a gray Mercedes GLC speeding. The vehicle, with heavily tinted windows, was estimated at 90 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone, and radar confirmed a speed of 92 miles per hour. As Trooper Ray moved to overtake the Mercedes, it began accelerating even before lights were activated. Once behind it, he initiated a traffic stop with lights and sirens and notified the Sanford Regional Communications Center.
about 20 miles started 10:31 of 25 and just 4 on 29. Subject to depth part of during location of the day. Alright, get ready for phone call. 54 if you can. Hold on, Mario. Hold on.
At about 11:44 a.m., near mile marker 7 on SR 408, the driver lost control and struck the concrete median. The Mercedes kept moving but couldn't regain speed due to heavy damage to the left side tires. Trooper Ray attempted a pit when the suspect suddenly hit the brakes, triggering contact. The Mercedes spun, hit the median, and Ray delivered a final push that forced it into the right guardrail, ending the pursuit. The driver, later identified as Darius Demetrius Lowe, ran toward Pine Hills Road but was caught after a short foot chase. Deputies confirmed he was out on bond for a previous fleeing charge that caused serious injury or death. Lowe admitted having contraband, pulled out a clear bag of narcotics, and tried to discard it. During the vehicle inventory, Sergeant Diaz found a torch lighter designed to look like a Glock. Trooper Ray also seized 2 clear bags of green leafy substance from the center console. On April 8, 2025, around 3:20 p.m., Trooper C. Bonanno was conducting stationary radar enforcement on Interstate 4 East near the 75-mile marker when he clocked a tan Chevrolet Malibu traveling at 91 miles per hour in a 60 zone. In driving a fully marked Florida Highway Patrol vehicle, Trooper Bonanno initiated a traffic stop, activating lights and siren. Instead of pulling over, the driver accelerated and began weaving through traffic. Trooper Bonanno alerted dispatch and initiated a pursuit.
Vehicle not stopping from I-4 eastbound. Out of Tennessee, 840, Bravo Yankee, Bravo Mike, I'm 1031. Alright, we're passing the 79 right now, still eastbound, Express Lane.
You're in the express lane?
We're in the express lane right now.
What's your speed?
Speed's about 90.
Okay, cool.
Passing 79 and a half. Speed's still about, speed's down 100.
What type of vehicle is it?
It's like a tan Chevy.
Traffic and road conditions?
Traffic's miles to heavy. Road conditions.
The suspect vehicle continued fleeing at speeds over 100 miles per hour, recklessly weaving through lanes with no regard for life or property. During the pursuit, the Chevrolet Malibu struck 3 civilian vehicles but failed to stop. With heavy front-end damage on the passenger side, the car eventually exited the interstate.
Probably a Kaylee. Right shoulder.
Exiting at Kaylee on the right shoulder.
Just took the exit.
Tempo took the exit, Kaylee.
Got a K9 at Michigan.
10-4. 15 direction travel on Kaylee.
We're going on to Division right now, or eastbound Kaylee onto Division.
Eastbound Kaylee to Division.
Southbound on Division.
Southbound Division, what's the speed?
Speed's 80.
Okay. Tempo, what's the traffic on?
Stat traffic is mild to heavy. 10 onto Michigan now. Westbound.
Westbound Michigan for Division.
Going by the I-4 overpass. I see you in the head. You just signal for it.
Signal 4, what? Michigan Division. All units 51 to that location.
Gonna try to check.
10-4, let's get that.
It fell, still heading westbound. Red light coming up. He's smoking. I got the radio. Southbound OBT. What's the vehicle description? Chevy Impala. Southbound OBT going underneath my 4.
At the intersection of Orange Blossom Trail and Interstate 4, Trooper Bonanno spotted a traffic gap and executed a pit. The maneuver sent the Malibu spinning, briefly traveling the wrong way down the I-4 off-ramp, before correcting course and re-entering the interstate, then exiting onto West Cal. Trooper Bellevoir took over the pursuit at that point.
I-45 OBT.
Alright, Chris, I'm number 2. OBT, I'll call it out. Stop and 7 will be number 1 if we catch up to it. I don't think off and I exit. The car is pretty damaged, so you probably ain't going that far. Just keep going, so let's see.
1735, they're going to be on Patrol 1. It's going to be a tan Chevy Malibu, Tennessee 28.
Still following. Let's go pick Haley. We are going to exit Haley to Bolo.
I got visual. We going northbound on South Division. What you got?
It's tan Chevy Mal.
Design to a visual.
10-4. We're going northbound on Division Avenue. Approaching I-4. Speed is at 90. Now 112 whiskey. Now 112 whiskey.
The north. Vehicle signals of whiskey on Division.
That's 10. That's 10. Now we're going eastbound on 4th Street.
10-4 eastbound on 4th Street is the vehicle still 12 whiskey.
54. Eastbound on 4th Street. Approaching going down.
In the following minutes, the vehicle continued at high speeds through heavy traffic. Troopers remained in pursuit, waiting for a safe opportunity to execute another pit maneuver.
Approaching Orange, 4th Street Orange.
We're going northbound on Delany Ave.
10-4 all units, 76 to patrol.
860, we're on here just behind him, which is last 20.
He signaled forward into that red truck, northbound on Delany Avenue, stealing northbound.
Is your GPS working?
Should be 10-4. Should be 10-4.
You're northbound on Division?
Negative, northbound Pennsylvania.
now eastbound on Anderson Street. Attention to people.
Turn around. Anderson, he's on Anderson.
Still eastbound on Anderson Street. Just by Summerlin Avenue.
We are going over I-4 on Anderson.
Going under the parking garage.
I'm still eastbound Anderson. Keep on hitting.
Bit.
Successful?
Unsuccessful. We are at that new station in the parking lot.
Alright, we need a cross street. Have you went under 408 yet?
The pursuit ended at a parking lot on East South Street, where driver Tristan Stephen Dixon fled on foot, but was quickly captured by Trooper Bellevoir. Passenger Melissa Ann Dre also attempted to run, but complied with verbal commands from Trooper Bonanno and was taken into custody. A search of the vehicle revealed around 200 hotel receipts with victims' names, birth dates, and full credit card details, 2 notebooks with over 100 handwritten credit card entries, and a doctored Florida driver's license. In total, troopers estimated the suspects possessed at least 310 pieces of personal information, including stolen mail, notes, cards, and a laptop claimed by Dixon, which was seized for further investigation. The suspects are believed to be involved in a large-scale identity theft ring linked to hotel employment. Dixon faces multiple charges including fleeing law enforcement, reckless driving, leaving crash scenes, speeding, unlawful possession of ID info, 310 counts, credit card theft, and trafficking counterfeit cards.
Okay, don't need any water or anything? No?
On July 8, 2025, around 10:19 p.m., the Florida Highway Patrol was notified of a Collier County deputy in a high-speed pursuit eastbound on Corkscrew Road. Trooper David Blake, working an off-duty traffic detail nearby, saw a gray GMC Yukon speeding past at about 100 miles per hour, followed by the deputy's marked unit with lights and sirens activated. Noting the deputy was outside his jurisdiction and without local support, Trooper Blake entered the roadway, activated his emergency lights, and took over the pursuit. Trooper Blake notified dispatch, providing a description of the suspect vehicle, license plate information, speed, traffic flow, and weather conditions. The suspect continued fleeing eastbound on Corkscrew Road at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and passing in no passing zones. The posted speed limit was 45 miles per hour. The suspect's driving was reckless and deliberate, showing a clear disregard for public safety and posing an immediate danger to others.
Roger, has aviation overhead.
Trooper Blake accelerated and moved ahead of the suspect vehicle in an attempt to slow it down, but the driver tried to pass, forcing Trooper Blake to initiate a pit maneuver. The impact caused the vehicle to spin and crash into a southern roadside ditch, coming to rest off the highway. All occupants were taken into custody shortly after. The driver, Jorge Rea, had a long history of license suspensions and revocations, with prior convictions for fleeing police, DUI, refusing lawful testing, drug violations, and criminal noncompliance. He was classified as a habitual traffic offender with 5 convictions for driving on a suspended license and 1 for fleeing to elude. Passenger Mariah Gray was found to have an active felony warrant out of Lee County, confirmed by authorities.
If I don't be in there, Cole, yeah, have a seat.
On June 20th, 2025, around 2 p.m., Trooper Elvis Nolasco, a felony officer with the Florida Highway Patrol's Criminal Interdiction Unit, spotted a white Mercedes sedan with dark tint heading north on SR 91/Florida Turnpike near the 145-mile marker. A tag check revealed the registered owner had a suspended license and a seized tag order. By the 147-mile marker, Trooper Nolasco activated his lights and siren. The Mercedes changed lanes but refused to stop, even after commands over the PA system, and instead sped up. Nolasco radioed dispatch that the driver was failing to yield as the car began recklessly weaving through traffic on the outside shoulder. The stop attempt quickly escalated into a pursuit.
At the northbound at the 149, passing traffic. Speed's currently 84 miles per hour. Traffic is heavy, light rain. He's still on the left shoulder, northbound at the 149. He's currently trying to catch up. He is on the right shoulder, weaving in and out of traffic. City 14, main reason to stop window tint when I ran his tag. License is not valid on registered owner. Passing the 150 and a half, traffic is moderate, speed 90 miles.
The pursuit quickly escalated as the suspect drove with extreme recklessness, pushing speeds over 110 miles per hour in heavy traffic. He weaved dangerously between vehicles, used the shoulder to pass, and ignored multiple traffic safety rules in his desperate attempt to get away.
Passing on the right shoulder, passing 151 and a half, speeds 114 miles per hour, traffic is light. Getting off at the 152, getting off the 152. He's actually at the 152. 70, eastbound 70. Clear, clear, clear. Eastbound 70, coming up on Petersburg. Eastbound 70, coming up on Petersburg. Green light, green light, green light.
Approaching Peters.
Eastbound 70, coming up on 95. He's going to get on to 95 southbound. 95 southbound.
I've already got him awarded.
95 traffic is light. Can you do speed or slow traffic? Alright, he's signal forward. He's signal forward. Southbound 70. We're northbound on 95, northbound 95, and he looks like he's going to go for steer at 70 again.
Party again from northbound 9 from 70. Recover driving again.
10-4 is going to continue northbound, and he's exiting 70. Northbound 95, exiting 70.
After multiple pit maneuvers, the suspect's vehicle was finally forced to a stop. Both occupants were taken into custody without further incident. The driver was identified as Derek Denavon Taylor Jr. and the passenger as William Wade Woods. During the search following the arrest, officers discovered a black zippered bag inside the Mercedes containing a white powdery substance believed to be cocaine, 12 blue round pills identified as oxycodone, 4 pink triangular tablets suspected to be MDMA, 17.8 grams of marijuana, and various drug paraphernalia. Taylor now faces charges related to fleeing and multiple drug offenses. Around 4 p.m. on June 8, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol troopers in Lee County responded to reports of a red Ford F-150 driving erratically on Interstate 75. Trooper Montes de Oca located the truck near mile marker 127 and attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to pull over, initiating a northbound pursuit. The chase escalated quickly, with the F-150 reaching speeds over 90 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone as it fled past Daniels Parkway and 6 Mile Cypress Parkway.
I got the witness earlier. Omar 1726, did you say 1031?
During the pursuit, the driver repeatedly extended his arm out the window, flashing his middle finger and making provocative gestures toward the troopers. Officers attempted a pit maneuver to stop the vehicle, but the effort was unsuccessful.
Unit 1043 traffic. Unit 1043 traffic.
Hit. Take down the radio.
We have a circumventing northbound. Moving circumventing northbound. Take on the radio. Take on the radio. 446 northbound. Richmond signal, still catching up.
Westbound on right tire lane. Westbound into the neighborhood.
In the minutes that followed, the suspect drove recklessly, swerving across lanes, making sudden direction changes, and using the median, grass shoulder, and even sidewalks to evade troopers. Officers continued attempting pit maneuvers, but each effort failed to bring the pursuit to an end.
Northbound, speed to 60. 10-4, northbound, speed 6. Still continuing north at speeds of 80, no traffic. 10-4, northbound, speed 80, no traffic. She stopped on the Vontu.
Other vehicles now headed back westbound. It's on the shoulder.
Another dead vehicles now headed back westbound on the shoulder. 10-4 westbound on the shoulder. Making another U-turn back eastbound. Northbound 6 miles, speed 90. Corners LTSO says 54 in response. And tell them to get a helicopter up. 26. Good to know they have our back.
Signal 4. Signal 4, 1050.
It's good to know they have our back. Signal 4, 1050.
After multiple unsuccessful pit attempts, troopers were still unable to stop the fleeing vehicle. Eventually, when the suspect tried to drive across the median, she lost control and veered off the roadway. 2 patrol units quickly boxed her in to prevent any escape. Despite being cornered, the driver continued yelling profanities and making obscene gestures toward the officers. The suspect, identified as Christina Beth Lee Slitter, was taken into custody and transported to the Lee County Jail. She now faces charges of fleeing and eluding law enforcement, DUI, reckless driving, and threatening law enforcement officers. She was also cited for not wearing a seatbelt.
Rookie, ho. You don't